It's the same scenario, just I'm comfortable.
Yeah, that's good.
It's a lot of women here, a lot of beautiful women here.
Yeah, are they beautiful?
They're all beautiful.
Difficult choice, huh?
Very difficult choices.
But your city tour date went well today, or no?
Yes, we had a good time. It was actually surprising, and she was enjoyable. I'll probably go out with her again.
I think you looked really nice together, and she spoke good English as well, so she seems to be really nice.
I think she'll be a good English teacher for me. Spanish teacher for me, and me an English teacher for her. So it works out great.
That's the beauty, that you can exchange the languages and learn from each other. That's really nice. And so you were brand new on this whole thing here, right? So if you see a man who's watching those videos, you have watched the videos, right?
I've watched them all.
All?
All. Twice.
3 times?
Yes.
Are you not getting tired of it?
Oh, it was good education. You had a lot of information which helped me slightly prepare, and I'll be honest, the videos made me comfortable to come.
Yeah, really?
That's the reason I came, for sure.
Oh, that's great. That's good. And it was different than you expected it to be, or I know you were not prepared, but or were you expecting it to be like that?
Honestly, no. I mean, I've seen the videos. You said you would meet a lot of gorgeous women, but you really do meet a lot of gorgeous women. Yes.
Which is great. I mean, that's what we want, right?
Yes, we're not used to this in America, for sure.
Yeah.
And they're all interested. They're all intelligent. They're all paying attention. So it's making my choices harder.
It is. So you're going to Guatapé tomorrow?
Yes, I'm excited about that.
You have a date confirmed, right?
Yes.
Good.
We'll work that out. I think she's here tonight.
Oh, good.
Yes.
Oh, but you have not met her yet?
Yes, I have. She's out there.
She's out there? Okay, good. Okay, good. But why you have a Guatapé date without meeting her first? I thought she was from yesterday.
No, I did meet her. So unfortunately, the one from yesterday had a family event that happened, so she needed to cancel. And I met a young lady tonight that I really liked, and she was very interested in going, so it works out well.
Oh, that's good. That's good. Yeah, with the other one, we can schedule another one afterwards. No problem.
Date with her. Hopefully, I'll check. I didn't get too much information yet.
But this is beautiful. So for somebody who never came to this Colombia, to Medellin, to an event, to AFA, whatever, would you recommend it? Do you think if it's a good thing to do if you're a single man looking for a partner?
Yes. For American men, definitely. We want women, real women, feminism, attractiveness, women that want to take care of themselves, their family oriented. It's amazing. And you can see it in 5 minutes while you're here. You can see it when you walk on the streets. Everyone's,
it's true.
Everyone's speaking, I feel safe, and I've had a good time.
Yeah, and everybody's really open, no? Don't you think that everybody's really friendly, open-minded?
Yes, everyone. The people here at the social and people I've met just walking down the street. Yeah. Yes, everyone speaks.
Yeah. That's different than in the US, no?
Some people speak, some people don't, but it's an energy you get from people here in Medellin. So I'm enjoying the culture.
And the city tour, how did you enjoy the city tour?
The city tour was interesting because I think I did some research on some of the locations, but seeing it in person is wow, like you really see it.
It's huge, right? It's a huge valley, it's a huge city, it's beautiful.
The city's bigger than New York. It is bigger than New York, so it amazes me.
Yeah?
Yes.
So I'm happy, Fred, that you have an amazing time. You're meeting beautiful women. We're just starting. It's just Saturday, so we have a lot of days to go. I mean, it's just the second day.
And I think I'm going to have to extend my stay, too, so.
This is a really good point, guys. If you can stay longer or if you're flexible, do this, because 7 days is not enough.
Not enough. I don't think men understand how many gorgeous women that'll be here, and you'll run out of time very shortly to spend time and introduce yourself and have more than one date with them. So more than likely, I will definitely extend my stay.
Yeah, because with Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, you
going to show my screen.
Quite a lot of days gone. So you have Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday left, and then you go. So it's not enough of time.
Not enough at all. I think they'll be surprised, just like I was. I did all the research, watched all the videos, and I'm not prepared for what's happened there. But it's wonderful. I mean, it's amazing. Especially tonight, I'm adjusted.
That's good. Enjoy the moment. Enjoy it right now, because this is really special, and you feel special, and that is beautiful. So this moment, you have to say forever.
Yes, thank you.
Fred, thank you so much. Thank you for helping us here.
To the Latin show. It's unbelievable how time flies by. Thank you for tuning in tonight. Guys, you were last time with Manuela from the Medellin office and with Alexandra, the one, my administrative assistant who is responsible for all Colombia. So I think they did an amazing job. I watched the show, actually. I was not the one doing it because I thought I couldn't have enough stable internet connection, but I was watching it. It was amazing to see it from the other side. I was able to see all your comments. I love that. I loved it because really, as I said, like here when I do this show, I cannot see all your comments. I get some of your questions, but it's so beautiful to see how you all connecting. And yeah, welcome everybody back tonight. And yeah, please send your questions in. Don't forget that this is a live webinar, live web show, live webcast, what we do live from Colombia. So please, if you have any questions about Colombia, the dating, the country, the woman, AFA, matchmaking services, whatever, please send everything in. That's why I'm here, to answer all your questions. And what are we going to do tonight? What's going to happen tonight? So as usual, we're going to talk about the travel updates, the restrictions, how is it possible, how you get to Colombia. Is it difficult? Is it not? Little spoiler, it is not difficult and there are not a lot of restrictions, but I'm going to get that in a little bit, just in a minute. Then we're going to talk about our tours, our upcoming tours and the tour dates, because you guys always have a lot of questions. A lot of you guys want to sign up for the tours still, so I give you some tips. And we're going to have some testimonials as usual, but in the last, usually we try on our tours and on our services to get a lot of testimonials from our clients, from our guys. And I'm really, really grateful for all of you who help us to get those testimonials. Lots of guys don't want to be in the videos, and so I'm really grateful for everybody who wants to be and who are giving us the testimonials. So we're going to show you some more. And we also have some women interviews from our new women from the database. They just signed up. They are brand new. So you get a little bit more information about them. We have 3 more. And tonight I'm going to talk a little bit about some tips after the tour, what happens, or after the dating. It doesn't have to be necessarily a tour. Maybe you went to one of the other services, but what happens afterwards? How can you make it happen? What is the visa process? What is the K1 fiance visa for the ones who are in the United States? Not everybody who's watching tonight is from the United States. I have a lot of people from the UK, from other parts of the world, and from other parts of Europe watching as well. So obviously every country is a little bit different. But we're going to talk about the process afterwards, the American visas, the fiancé visa, the K1 visa, or the spousal visa. What do you need? How does it work? How much does it cost? How long does it take to get her to the United States in this case, or in case you would like to relocate to Colombia? We're going to talk about that as well. A couple of years ago, that was not really a question, but the last couple of years, a lot of our clients also think, and especially after pandemic, where lots of people started working remotely, for more and more people that is an option. And obviously it's easier if you can come here, spend some more time here, if you're a little bit flexible. So we're going to talk about the whole after meeting, after tour, after meeting, after dating, once you were here. And yeah, we have some, as I said, some new women from the website, which we also interviewed, which are now on the website, which were not on the website before, but which are just brand new. So I don't want to hide those, and they're going to be here as well. And so, yeah, let's talk a little bit about the travel updates. Generally speaking, nothing really changed. Since the 1st of May, Colombia lifted basically all the restrictions, and everybody, vaccinated, not vaccinated, can enter. There are some differences if you are vaccinated or not vaccinated. So if you are vaccinated twice, you don't have to do anything, as you don't have to take any test, nothing. You just have to fill out the check-mic form. That is for everybody. Check-mic form. If you don't know what that is, just put it in Google, check and mic, like migration, and just put it in Google. It will come up, check-mic form Colombia. It directly comes up, and there's a form. You can select English, Spanish, different languages, French, and then you can fill that out. If you have any troubles with filling that form out, please let us know. I made a little introduction video to help you to fill that out. So if you have no clue and if you don't know, just reach out to me. You should see my email address here. It's AFAColombia7. This is directly my email address. So you can just reach out, say, Maria, I need help with the checkmate form. I sent you that video, and that video should help you a lot. If you still have troubles after the video, let me know. But usually with the video, everybody is doing fine. It's not really difficult. It takes you like 15, 20 minutes, but some things are not really well translated to English. So the form should be in English when you click on the English language thing, but some things are still in Spanish. So some of you have some troubles with the ones who don't speak Spanish. So yeah, if you need help, please let me know. This checkmate form is for everybody, not vaccinated, vaccinated. You do have to fill this out. The only difference is if you are not vaccinated, so if you haven't had any vaccine, no problem. Just do a test, right? Just get a PCR test or an antigen test. The antigen test you can do for up to 48 hours prior to your travel. And the PCR test you can do up to 72 hours prior to your travel. So you have a little bit more time with the PCR. The antigen is usually quicker and cheaper. So if you can do the antigen, that is enough. And with that, you just showed usually at the check-in baggage drop-off at the airport, they ask you for that, and also for the checkmate form. I heard in the last couple of weeks, it got a little bit more relaxed. Even with the checkmate form, the airlines are not as strict as they were before, because before, if you didn't have it, they didn't let you board. Now I had a couple of VIP clients coming, and one or two didn't have it filled out, and the airline still let them board. So it's getting more relaxed. At that part. I know there's a lot of chaos right now at the airports, especially in the United States, also in Europe and England. In the UK, I heard a lot. So have a little bit of patience. Try to not take luggage, maybe too much luggage with you. Just try to take the carry-on on the plane. And maybe if you need to buy something, buy it here, because I heard that there's a lot of trouble right now getting even luggage on the plane. I had an Elite Club client, a VIP client, who couldn't board for 2 days in California because there was nobody bringing the luggage on the luggage thing. So yeah, it is a little bit like there's no restrictions right now in Colombia, but it seems like that everybody wants to travel. And really, from my experience right now in Colombia, we are having so many people coming. It feels like pre-pandemic, which is amazing. Really, it feels like nothing ever happened. And so there's a lot of demand right now. I mean, it's summer, it's July, it's August, it's the mean travel season. And the airlines cannot really keep up with that. I just heard a tip from an influencer to buy on Amazon, like an air tracker, it's called. Like go on Amazon, I think it's $30. It's an air tracker you can put on your luggage. So if your luggage gets lost, you can track your luggage yourself. Sometimes the airlines don't believe you, what I could see, but you at least know where your luggage is, and then you can talk to the airline. So I know this is a little bit like the holiday season, and it's going a little bit crazy. But from our side, from Colombian side, everything is open. You can come, it's easy to travel, there are no restrictions. You would, as I said, it feels like pre-pandemic. You don't see any mask. You might see a mask still in an airplane, that might be possible. You might see a mask if you go to a bank, but in most of the places, no masks are required, and you don't see them anymore. It was weird. I just drove down the street, like it was the day before yesterday, and there were like 2 people or 3 people with a mask. It's like, wow, how weird is that? And it was really like beautiful to see, because obviously in the pandemic that was the most, like, you just saw people with masks and you couldn't see faces anymore, and now it's like the opposite again. Like it's more weird to see the people with the mask than without it. And so really a lot of things changed. And really, if you think about coming, if you think about traveling, as I said, it's easy. You just need the checkmate form. If you are not vaccinated, you need a test. If you are vaccinated, you don't need anything. What I mean with vaccinated, it's sufficient if you're vaccinated twice. You don't need a booster. So if you're vaccinated twice already, that's enough for the Colombian government, and with that you can travel without any problem. If you only vaccinated once, then you also need to have a test. Or if you have been vaccinated just like maybe 10 days ago, so you have to have 14 days completed. So if you had your second shot after like maybe 5 days ago, you still need a test. I hope I don't confuse you right now, but if you were vaccinated like a couple of months ago, you don't need anything. And as I said, if you are not vaccinated, then you need a test. So that about the travel. As I said, it feels right now what's going on in Colombia. We are really busy. We're getting a lot of inquiries. We have a lot of clients here right now. We have a lot of Elite Club VIP clients as well. Lots of them finished their club. The Elite Club takes like 3 months to finish. So lots of them started in April, are ready to travel or just finished traveling now and met their potential future wives. And it's turning out amazing. I'm going to show you a little bit more footage of our Elite Club clients. I have some more testimonials I'm going to show you in the next show. But obviously, some of you guys want to keep it in private, and I cannot show everything, and that is completely fine. But I just want to tell you, lots of them are right now here and were here and had great connections. And I'm really, really happy. We're seeing great connections coming out of the Elite Club. We're seeing great connections coming out of the last Medellin tour too. So we're going to talk about the tours tonight, of course, as well. But let me check first time tonight, if you sent something in tonight and if you're saying hi. And so let me see. Oh, wow, guys. Hi. Hola, amigos. Jonathan from El Paso, Texas says hi, yeah, all. Hi, Jonathan. Great that you are here tonight. Let's see who else is here. McKissick is here, Richard is here, Matt, hi Matt, you are going to be in Barranquilla, looking forward to see you next month. Positive Vibes, that's an amazing name. I sign up for Barranquilla tomorrow, Positive Vibes, great. Guys, I do a little spoiler, I wanted to get that a little bit later, but we opened some more spaces in Barranquilla. We had some cancellations of some clients, so we have 2 or 3 spaces left. It's not a lot, but we opened it up on the website. So I'm going to show you in a bit how to sign up if you don't know it, but make sure if you want to go sign up quickly, those places will be sold out quickly too. But we have some more. And so if you want to sign up, please do that. We're looking forward. We have a little bit more space. So Positive Vibes, I sign up for Barranquilla tomorrow. That will be great. Once you sign up, Michelle from Group Tours will reach out to you. We'll send you all the paperwork. So just do it through the website. I'm going to show you in a bit how to do this. Elia is here. Vincent is here. You're asking already quite a couple of questions. So let me see what you are asking. John, could a Mexican American do well in Colombia? Yes, John, of course. Of course, we have a lot of Mexican clients. We have a lot of American clients. If you have a mixture, that's great. So definitely, you know a little bit about the Latin culture. The Mexican culture is not the same like the Colombian, but it's similar. And yes, of course, you have a lot of possibilities. The women love that, and like generally they're very open, and as I said, you have an insight already in the culture, which could be already an advantage. So definitely you're going to be you're going to do great. And if you would talk about Manuela, our office manager, she loves Mexicans and she's Colombian. So yeah, you have good chances. Don, you are asking, do Colombian women like Mexicans living in California, USA? Another one, yes, of course. California is amazing. Mexico is amazing. I spent like 1 year in Mexico. I love it. And yeah, the women are really open. And especially if you know a little bit about the Latin culture, as not on our Hotel Barranquilla Plaza, they asked me to put the mask on in the lobby, like in the public spaces. I haven't been there since January, but I imagine that since February, sorry. I mentioned that that got a little bit more relaxed, but generally on the streets, before it was nearly mandatory on the streets and supermarkets, etc. As I said, you don't see. Medellin was the first city where I saw that it, like a couple of months ago, where it got less and less and less. And now at the coast, Cartagena, Santa Marta, Barranquilla, I'm in Santa Marta, I don't see masks anymore. So no, you don't have to wear a mask in Barranquilla. AMB, it is okay to want to date and meet women in your database, even though you may not be ready to get married right away. Yes, of course, AMB, of course. This is a process, right? This is not going there, getting married right away. So that is not about it. And lots of the women are sometimes like surprised if a man comes say, hey, I want to get married to you tomorrow, right? So no, definitely, if you want to come to date, to get to know somebody, to start a relationship first, of course, and see how it goes, or meet different people, that's why we're here. We are here to introduce you to different people. Obviously, we would like people who are serious-minded, right? But you don't have to get married. You don't have to start a relationship right away. The most important, what I would say, is that you are straightforward, right? And that's what we do as well. When we organize the dates, usually we let the woman know what is the intention of the man. And if we know it, of course, but if we know, for example, hey, this guy wants to get married, he's looking really for something serious, or here, he only wants to date right now, get to know different people. So it is just about the communication, and it's just about letting us matchmakers know what you want. And we communicate that, and you will have no problem. Lots of the women like also to just date first and get to know each other really well. And sometimes they are scared to get married like in a month, right? So this is not a normal thing. And so, yeah, definitely just dating is no problem. Wow, you're having already quite a few questions. That's great. Please keep them coming. Send them in. I have a little bit things to talk about, but the more questions you ask, the better. So please don't hesitate. Yes, K1 visa we're going to talk about in just a second. Yes, you're getting a lot of the visa questions. That's good, we're getting there. Tell me more about the check form, Luis. Luis, it's quite easy. You just, as I said, you can type it in Google, check MIG form Colombia. It comes up, it says Pre-Registro Migración Colombia. You just click and then you select your language. And then you say, do my checkmig, realize my checkmig form. And then you have to select if you're coming in on the airway, on the seaway, on the landway. So you have to decide air travel, sea travel. Most of you guys will probably come by air. And so you have to put your airline. So you have to buy your flight first. You cannot fill out that form before you haven't bought your flight. And so once you have your flight number, your airline, the date, you can fill that out. But even then, you cannot fill it out right away. So for example, you want to travel in December, right? And you buy a ticket for December, you cannot fill out the checkmate form now. The checkmate form you can fill only out up to 2 days. I think 48 hours it is prior to your travel, before you board. So the first thing is you buy your flight ticket, your airline fare, right? And you decide on your date. And once you have it decided, so for example, you know you're going to fly on the 15th of December. So on the 13th of December, you're going to go online and fill out the check-in form. Anyway, if you bought your flight, if you purchased the service with us, you're going to be in touch with me or with Michelle or with Anna. Anna is the one for the individual travel. Michelle is the one for the group tours. Kirk is the one who's helping everybody in communication and to get to the right people. So with anybody you're going to talk, we're going to direct you to the right direction. So if you have questions about how to fill out the form, what you need, just please make sure that you just write us a message and we help you, right? It's not a big deal. The form takes you 15 minutes, okay? So you just need your airline, your flight information, your passport information, and the address of the hotel you are staying and the phone number of the hotel you are staying. If you are a tour client, you get an agenda, and in the agenda you have your address of the hotel and you have the phone number of the hotel. So you just open up the first page of the agenda and then you can fill it out. And if you have problems, as I said, you just let us know, okay? Okay, so let's see. When will more tour dates coming out, Richard? This is a really good question. We're working on that because we are already quite sold out for this year. We have some spots left for the Cartagena tour in November, which will be in Colombia, our last tour for this year. There are some more. I think there's one in Mexico, Costa Rica. There are some more tours, not only Colombia, but in Colombia, we only have here again, I imagine the tour dates will be similar, like from this year for next year. My internet connection is right now a little bit unstable, so I hope I'm not freezing here in the middle. But But yeah, so the tour dates, I hope to get them soon. Hopefully next show or the show after, we should have some more updates for the next tour dates. But yeah, for this year, there will be no more dates, but for next year, we're going to get the schedule going. So let's, I'm going to get back to your question just in a bit. You have some more questions here, but just get me a little bit started with our tour dates and how to sign up for the tour, because I had some questions from you guys there. So tour dates, as I said, we have Barranquilla in 1 month, and we have some more spots left. So if you say, hey, I have time, it's August, I want to go, I want to leave, I want a vacation. And as I said, even if you don't want to get married and you just want to go on a vacation, the AFA tour is a great vacation, because you're going obviously to have vacation and you're going to meet great people, right? And if you come with less expectations, better, because you're going to have a better time. That's usually what happens when you have less expectations. And so if you just want to go on a vacation or saying, hey, this is my opportunity, I was waiting for that, and I really wanted to go to that tour, make sure you sign up. We had some last minute cancellation, and this is one of my tips, the same as with the MEDELLIN tour. You guys, to sign up for a tour, you have to put a $475 deposit down, no more. The tour is $2,695 for 7 days, $3,095 for 10 days, and $3,595 for 14 days. If you ask me what would be my recommendation, guys, definitely stay. The longer you can stay, the better. I always say that, and I'm going to repeat this as much as is possible. If you only can do 7 days, no problem. It's better than nothing, and it's great. But if you can do 10 or 14 days, go the 10 or 14 days. The longer you can stay, the better. And so for signing up the tour, it's quite easy. Yeah, you just go on the website. So my tip is there. You have to put just a $475 deposit down. So if you cancel 6 weeks, so then what happened? That's why we have a couple of spots left. If you cancel 6 weeks prior to the tour, we can move your deposit to the next tour without any extra charge. So that's my tip. If you're not sure for November, for example, if you can get, but you think you want to reserve your spot, deposit down. And if you cannot make it on this tour, let us know the time ahead, and we can move your deposit to the next tour next year. No problem. So this is why we have a couple of spots left right now, because we are 4 or 5 weeks prior to the tour, to the Barranquilla tour, and so we have a couple of last minute of the cancellations, because the guys just put the deposit down and they moved it to another tour. And so I do is sold out right now. We have no more spots, and I'm not opening more spots right now. But check back because the tour is on the 20th of September, so beginning of August, in 15-20 days, check back, and there might be 1 or 2 spots again open for MEDELLIN, because some guys might change their mind and they move in the 6-week range to another tour. So there might be 1 or 2 spots open. There are not a lot of spots open. Most guys really stay there where they are, but 1 or 2 might change. So if you're still saying, oh, I want Barranquilla, I want MEDELLIN, in 2 or 3 weeks, there might be an option. Maybe there's not, but there might be. And so, but definitely where you're going to have space right now is Cartagena. And Cartagena is amazing, especially in November. It's beautiful. We have the Independence Day coming up on the 11th of the 11th. The tour is on the starts on the 1st of November, I think, and goes until the 7-day tour until the 8th. So if you do the 10-day tour, the 14-day tour, you will be here in the Independence Day. And the Independence Day is like the independence celebrations, like Carnival. So there are huge parades, people are going out, party, everybody's dancing on the street. So it's a lot of great atmosphere actually at that time. So if you can come into Cartagena, the windy season already started. It's really beautiful. So Cartagena is an amazing city. It's, I think, the most beautiful city to go to visit in Colombia. So definitely, if you think about that, this is your possibility. So let me show you, for the ones who want to sign up for the Barranquilla tour, how can you do that? The ones who just just came in, I know there are a lot of new guys watching saying, hey, I have no idea, what website are you talking about? What do I do? The website is loveme.com or medellindating.com. We have different, or we have barranquillawoman.com or cartagenadating.com, barranquillasingles.com. So we have different websites, but the main one is loveme.com, where we have all our countries, right? Because we're not only located in Colombia, we have locations in all over the world. So let me show you, please, my screen for 1 second so that I can show you how to sign up for that tour, right? So you go on our website. I think you see this here, loveme.com. The main, if you are on the starting website, this is here, you see this. And then here on the right-hand side, you can see here, you get some updates. If you would like to leave us a message, you can chat with us here, right? You can just explore. I'm registering, so you can just let us know what you need and we help you. So please, and if you want to call us, you can always call us. Some of you guys don't get through, but we always work from 9 to 5 Arizona time. Sometimes you call outside of the office hours, then obviously we cannot answer, but leave us a message or write us an email, write me an email, afacolombia7@gmail.com. And so here on the right-hand side, you can see tour dates for Latin America, right? So you do click. I hope you can see my screen right now. And here you see Barranquilla, right? Barranquilla tour, Medellin tour, Costa Rica tour, Peru tour, Cartagena tour, Mexico City tour. So, for example, you would like to sign up for the Barranquilla tour from the August 18th until August 27th. That would be 9 nights, 10 days. And then what are you going to do? You just scroll down and then you put here your information in, right? Your first name, your last name, your email address, so that we can reach out to you, your phone number, the city, the passport number, date of birth, etc. You can sign up for our Platinum membership or not. Platinum membership means that you get a discount in letters and video calls, and you can watch the videos for free on the profiles of the girls. But if you don't want that, you just take that out. And then you say, submit my order. And then it submits your order. Then it should get you to the 475 deposit. And once you paid your deposit, you get a confirmation. And then once you did that, Michelle is going to reach out to you. It takes a couple of days, depends when you sign up. If you say sign up 8 months prior, it takes a little bit. But Michelle is going to reach out to all of you, and she will get you all the additional paperwork. Here you can see what the tour includes. The tour includes your hotel, your airport pickup, unlimited introductions, 2 fully catered socials with 100 women per night, 2 of them Friday and Saturday speed dating nights. As I said, unlimited introduction throughout the whole stay while you sign up for the tour. So not only the girls who go to the social, although the ones you see on the website, you get a free 1-month Platinum membership, you get a city tour included, and you get the free fiance visa kit, and you get $50 express mail credit as well. You can do some savings discounts. For example, if you're an early bird 3 months prior, you get a discount, I think $300 or $200 or $100 off. You can, if you are passed to a client, you came to another tour, you get another discount. And if you refer a friend, you get another discount, okay? So that's just for letting you know how to sign up for the tour. So you just select this here on the website, any of those tours. And as I said, the Medellin one, check back with me in 3 weeks, and maybe there might be 1 or 2 more spots open in Medellin. Right now it's sold out. Barranquilla has right now 2 or 3 spots open, so make sure that you sign up as soon as possible. Barranquilla is amazing. If you ask me, I don't know if I should say it, but if you ask me, I think my favorite tour is Barranquilla. Why? Because of the women. The women in Barranquilla are amazing. They are so nice, so outgoing, so welcoming. And why is this? Because they are not used to so many foreigners, because Cartagena and Medellin is quite touristy, but Barranquilla is not really touristy. It's very industrial. It's a city of work, hardworking people. It's, as I said, it's a port. The biggest river is going through Barranquilla, Rio Magdalena, the Magdalena River. And so it's a huge hub for transportation, logistics, and industry. And so the women are not used to so many foreigners. And so when we do those socials and when we do that, it's always so much fun. And the girls always dance, always have a great time, always love it. And I don't know, the energy is just great. So if you know nothing about Barranquilla, don't worry. Like, it's not a city where you, as I said, it's not like, wow, touristy wise, it's like, wow, you can see so much. Like, I think Medellin, Cartagena has more to offer there. But from the energy, Barranquilla is amazing. The girls are just great. So just a little, my secret tip here. If you don't know why Barranquilla, definitely it's my favorite place to do tours. And I go to all the tours. I know them all. I love them all. I enjoy them all. And really, it's always a lot of fun, but Barranquilla is always special. So, yeah. How do we put the deposit to the website? I tried and it only says full amount. Okay, positive vibes, because you do Barranquilla tour, you'd have to do now full amount because you're less than 6 weeks prior to the tour. So for example, you sign up for November, you do the 475. But obviously, as we are like 3 weeks prior to the Barranquilla tour, you have to pay full now. Sorry, that was maybe the wrong information from my side. Usually it's a 475. But as we just opened the last minute spots, yeah, you have to pay full, because obviously, anyway, if you want to go, you have to pay full. Yeah, so please make sure that you pay full when you go to Barranquilla now. Todd, I'm coming on the Barranquilla tour in August. How many men and women will be at each social? So we have around 15 clients, and we're going to have around 100 girls. So lot of to choose from, right? So there's a good ratio for each of you. So we are doing the invitations right now. We are working on the list, and we are inviting the girls already. Lots of them already confirmed. So we are really excited. Everybody's really excited. The tours are always a lot of fun. So what else? Tour testimonials. We're going to talk about the tour testimonials in just a bit. We have some from our last Medellin tour. I'm going to get in our last Medellin tour, but you're having a lot of questions tonight. So let me get back to your questions. Okay, visa questions, I'll get there. Group tours via single tours, which would be more productive in terms of getting to the serious woman and the match. Thank you. Vincent, I would say about the same. The group tours, you have a little bit more odds, maybe because you have the socials. On the individual tour, you don't have socials. The individual tour is usually the Latin club, where you have up to 3 dates included per day. So in 7 days, you might meet up to 20 women. In 10 days, you meet up to 30 women. And in 14 days, you meet up to whatever, 42 women. So it's a lot of women you meet as well in the individual tour. So from that, I think you're going to be basically the same. Maybe you have the socials where you have obviously the socials where you're going to meet some more. But if you really ask me, I would say the Elite Club. Yeah, the Elite Club is the one which really I see more results coming out. Both are great. Individual tour, group tours are great. We have great results coming from both. But if you really would ask me, I would tell you the Elite Club, the VIP program, which is a 3-month matchmaking program even prior before you travel. Because when you go on the tour and you meet there, right? And then you figure out everything afterwards. You meet and you date and you talk and you communicate. While on the VIP, the Elite Club service, you already start all that 3 months prior. So once you go there, you already have a friendship, a connection going on. And so communication is a lot more easier. Especially you were already in 2 or 3 months of video calls and long distance communication. So afterwards, the communication is a lot easier for you. In the Elite Club, you have letters, video calls, in-country travel, in-country assistance, in-country matchmaking, and in-country translation included. So it's a whole package of everything. So if you ask me there, I would tell you the Elite Club. Between the tour and the individual tour, if you cannot make it to the group tour, definitely go for the individual tour if you want to. And you're going to have nearly the same result. As I said, the difference is a little bit the social, but you're going to meet a lot of women. And if you have a great connection, you're going to have that in the individual tour. And sometimes the individual tour has one advantage. And the advantage is that you are not one of 15 clients at the same time or one of 20 clients at the same time. So what does that mean? Obviously, on the tour, a lot of you guys want dates, want attention, and our staff is working like crazy. Everybody who has seen us on the tours knows that we work a lot and knows that we're going to organize a lot for you so that you can get your dates. But still, you are one of a couple of clients who come, and we have to share our attention for everybody. While you are a VIP client, you obviously get all the attention. And when you come on an individual travel, which is not a group tour, you also are more alone. Obviously, we have other clients in the city, but not 15, 20 maybe right away, right? So you get more attention, you get more time. So both are a great option. So it depends. If you can come on the group tour date, come on a group tour date. And if you cannot, then sign up for the individual tour. And if you have the means to do so, then do the Elite Club. Okay, let me get in some more of your questions. Taibin, I'll be in the September Medellin tour. Anyone coming on the tour, feel free to meet me in Medellin. Yes, it's always a lot of fun. You're not only meeting women, you're also meeting other men, and obviously not for dating, if not for making friendships, right? So usually the guys who go on those tours having the same mindset. Because not everybody's signing up for that. Not everybody's open-minded to go internationally dating. Lots of you might watch this show and will never come. And that's okay, right? But the ones who do the step and the ones who come have a similar mindset. It's usually risk takers, people who are open-minded, people who want to get to know another culture, people who are curious, people who not are afraid to fail, and who just take this leap of faith. And so, as I said, you're going to meet like-minded people, like-minded men, and I have seen a lot of friendships coming out, especially if I tell you next show in 2 weeks, I'm going to have 2 or even 3 guys, I don't know, from the last Barranquilla tour in August. They met, they became friends, because in those 2 we had like 5, 6 guys, all the same age, nearly all the same year, and everybody got along amazing. And what happened? They started a podcast. They started a podcast about being single, being a single in this single environment. And they started this podcast. They have this weekly podcast, and that came out from our tour. They met there and they became friends. They stayed in touch. They came together several times. They're going to talk about that next show, several times back to Barranquilla together, and it's just amazing. So that's why I'm saying it's great for also making friends if you not having a lot mind-like friends at home who have the same mindset like you. Don't worry. If you come here, you're going to meet them, because the ones who sign up are the ones who are going to have the same objective, right? To go and to travel, to meet a new culture. Okay, I hope you will let me on the Latin show when I get there. Matt, of course, if I would love to come here. And of course, I would love everybody who wants to come on the show, who wants to give us a testimonial. As I said, like, it's just, if you want to let us know how you're doing, we're always happy. And it's, of course, I would love to have you here on the show, Matt, always. So, Vincent, if Medellin is sold out, we can select the Latin Club tour. Exactly, Vincent, yes. So you can come not exactly at that same tour date, because we're having the tour clients, but you can come a week prior or a week after or a month prior or a month after. The Latin Club is whenever you want to travel. So you can pick the dates which suits you best, right? So if you say, I really cannot do 23rd of September, I'm able to travel the 1st of September, amazing. You can select 7 days, 10 days, 14 days, and you meet up to 3 women per day. So as I said, 21, 30, whatever, 40, whatever women in a 7, 10, or 14 day window, yeah? Matt, we have a lot of stuff planned, definitely. And thank you for bringing the gifts for the office stuff. That is really nice of you. Matt was reaching out to me saying, can I bring you something like for the staff? And I would like to bring, of course, and the staff is always happy to receive a gift from you or a tip or whatever. We're working really hard for you. And of course, if you would, then I get the question, what should I bring for you or for the staff, or what should I bring for the girls? So usually something girls, the Colombian women love little gifts, right? It doesn't have to be something out of your mind, but just like a little magnet, from Seattle, right? You're from Seattle, or you're from New York, or you're from Miami. One of the clients brought us a cup, right, from Florida, and some sweets, or a little T-shirt, or I don't know, some cheap earrings, or something typical from your city, you know. If you want to bring something for a Colombian woman, maybe for your date, they love beauty, so anything related to beauty, whatever, a little lotion, whatever, a little splash, no, nothing expensive. I'm not talking about spending a lot of money, but just like a little detail from your hometown. I don't know, in Germany, for example, my hometown, they brew a really good beer. I'm just saying something. So I don't know, bring a bottle of that beer, or if you have a nice chocolate or a nice whatever, as I said, like a souvenir, just bring a souvenir. They love that, and we love that. So, man, we have a lot of stuff planned. On the tours, we're not only doing the city tour, we're having other tour activities. So there are a lot of things going on. Like, for example, in Medellin, we go to Guatapé, which is a really beautiful town with a rock where you have an amazing view. In Barranquilla, we go to the river, the Magdalena River. We do a cruise on the river. We do a pool party. We do a barbecue. In Cartagena, we do different things as well. We do the party bus. The party bus is amazing. So if you can do the party bus, do it. We have a lot of fun always. And yeah, so wow, you're asking a lot of questions. I love that. But before we get a little bit more in your questions, I would like to get a little bit in our Medellin tour, because we have a little footage prepared for you. We have some testimonials from some of our clients, and we also have 3 new women I would love to show you a little bit more at the end of the show. But Medellin was amazing. The ones you see the footage right now, we had a really good time. We had beautiful couples coming out. They're still getting to know each other, so I hope we get some testimonials at some point in a couple of months. It always takes a while, obviously, but some of you guys are already coming back. I was in touch with one of you today saying I'll be back tomorrow. I told you I'll be back. And so that is obviously amazing if you can come regularly. And Medellin was beautiful. We had a good time. It was a lot of fun. The venue was beautiful. The girls were great. We had the city tour. We had on Sunday, we went to the Guatapé, to the Rock. On Monday, we did the party bus. I didn't plan on being on that party bus, but I just got dragged into the party bus by Alexandra, because we, as I said, we work a lot. And it was 8 o'clock in the evening, and she was just saying, bye guys, have a lot of fun. And Alexandra, Maria, come with us. Said, no, Alexandra, I'm tired, but let's go. And so I got on the bus. So I was on the party bus with you. It was a lot of fun. And what else did we do? Dancing. We did also dance classes. So, but before I'm going to keep on talking, let me get you Frederick and Robert in front of you. They gave us a testimony. Frederick was on a city tour on that Saturday with one of the girls, and he gave a testimony. Robert was on the social. So I would like to show you those 2 testimonials, and then I'll be back and getting back to your questions. You just in a bit.
It's Friday evening. We are on our first social night in Medellin, and I'm here with Robert. Robert, how are you?
I'm well, thank you. It was a wonderful evening.
So you had a good time?
I had a great time. I really didn't know what to expect. This is my first social that
It's your first time? Oh, nice.
First time. Wonderful. The ladies were very open, very accommodating. I mean, the evening just went fast. It went very, very quickly. But it was a wonderful time.
Great. And what can you tell about the women? Because the men never know. Are they serious? Are they professional? What do they do? Do they have jobs?
Well, I'd say the vast majority of them have jobs. There's a few students.
Students, okay.
Yeah, but they're here looking for a long-term, lasting relationship. And I think that was just just tonight, just a wonderful experience.
And did you see a couple of girls you liked, or?
I found several that I liked. Yeah, so
okay.
we're going to set something up, and next couple of days. So, I don't think anyone that comes here will have a shortage of getting dates.
Yeah, we had a lot of women tonight. Were they pretty? How do you see it? Were there too many? Was it right? What do you say?
Oh, there were. I think just the right amount. I mean, you really, got to go in there, talk to them, find out about them, get their backgrounds, find out what they're looking for. So, overall, it was just wonderful.
And how was it with your translator? Did you get along?
Yeah, translator I got along with great. She did a really good job translating. No nothing was missed or anything. Everything went great. It was wonderful.
What's the name of your translator?
Where is she? I forgot.
No problem. I will look it up. No problem.
I'll need to look it up.
No problem. Too many women, too many names, so that happens. No problem.
That's right.
And so, Robert, you're going to go to the city tour tomorrow?
I am. Yeah.
You have a date for tomorrow?
I do have a date. Yes.
Hey, good.
I'm ready to go.
Good,
I'm going to be all set.
And so, first time for you in Colombia?
Well, I went to Cartagena one time, but not on a social tour.
Just on your own?
Just on my own. But yeah, first time in Medellin. And, from what I can tell, it's a wonderful city.
Yeah? How's everything? The hotel, the office?
Yeah, the hotel, it's fine. Everything's good. Yeah, it's wonderful. I like it. I'd come back again.
Ciao, Alejandra. Hasta luego.
Yeah.
One of the girls said goodbye, so we have to say goodbye.
Goodbye.
So, Robert, you enjoying yourself? First time on a social. So, were you nervous or was it okay?
Well, starting out, I think I was a little nervous, but then I settled into it where it was, everything went very smooth.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
So you're feeling nice, you're feeling confident, you're having fun. Good.
Had a good night.
Yeah.
It was fun.
That's good. So tomorrow we have another one.
That's right. And different people.
Different people.
So it's going to be another wonderful time.
Yes.
Yeah, we'll have a good time.
Great. Okay, then it's just the beginning. We just started. But I think we have a good start. We had a good start.
I had a good start.
Good,
yeah. I'm
good.
happy.
That's good. So Robert is happy. I'm happy. Everybody's happy. Guys, we wish you a wonderful night.
Okay.
Bye-bye from Medellin.
Bye-bye. Good night.
So, I'm here with Fred and with Kimberly. How are you, Fred?
I'm very good today.
Kimberly, how are you?
I'm very good too.
Kimberly speaks English. Yay! That's great. Yes. They're good. Fred, so first time for you in Medellin?
Yes, first time.
First time on a social?
First time on a social.
First time ever?
Ever.
Okay, perfect. So first time in everything. And first time on a date with a Colombian woman?
Yes, first date. So we're starting off great.
Good.
I think I'm starting off great.
Oh, so you're having a good time already?
Yes, very much so.
Good. And how was the social yesterday?
It was interesting, so it's a long story, but it was
You
great.
said I was not prepared for that.
I wasn't. After all the videos, after all the conversations you had, I was not prepared for that.
And why? What was it what you were not prepared for?
Everyone
Energy.
was amazing. I'm 100 gorgeous women and trying to make a decision, meeting them, and them interested in me. So,
So you got a lot of good feedback from them? Like they received you really well, or how were your experience?
I was received very well. Yes.
They liked you.
I think so.
Good. And how did you like, what can you say about the woman? Because you met Kimberly now, but you met some more. What are they looking for?
They're looking for a mate for life, marriage. They're looking for something serious, somebody intelligent to take care of them and them take care of you as well.
And do you think they're professional? What do they do? Have they jobs? Do they don't work? What are they doing?
Every woman worked. I think every person I met, they had different professions. The same thing as what I guess we expect in the U.S. They have the same roles over here.
Yeah.
Very professional.
Okay, so everybody works, has a job, kind of. Good. And what are you looking for?
Marriage. I'm looking for a soulmate, somebody I connect with, and I'm interested in Latin women.
And would you like to have children or not? Or?
It's a maybe. It has to be sooner rather than later.
Okay, perfect. And so with Kimberly, you just met her yesterday night,
Yes.
and now you're going on the city tour with her,
Yes.
and you're saying it's going great.
Yes, I think so. We have to ask Kimberly.
We have to ask Kimberly. Kimberly, ¿cómo vamos? How's your date? ¿Cómo está tu cita?
Muy bien.
¿Ya?
Interesante.
Interesante, ¿sientes bien?
Sí, muy bien.
Qué bueno.
Me hace sentir muy bien.
Qué bueno. ¿Y cómo te fue en el social allí, en el evento?
Un poco agotador porque
Sí.
había mucha gente. Ayer
Mucha
había
gente.
mucha gente.
Sí.
Pero
Muchas
muy bien.
mujeres, sí.
Sí, demasiado, pero muy chévere.
Sí. Entonces, la comida bien, todo bien.
Todo rico.
Super. She said she had a good time. It was a little bit exhausting as well because a lot of people, a lot of women. We had a lot of extra tables yesterday. Yeah, Fred can still not believe it. I was not prepared for that. He came yesterday. I was really not prepared for that. So, but it is like that. It's a little bit crazy, the whole speed dating thing, right? It's un poco loco as a speed dating. Tú me entiendes, ¿cierto? She's understanding me. Yes. So it's a little bit crazy, un poco loco, pero también es como divertido, ¿cierto?
Sí.
¿Tú hiciste modelaje también o no?
Modelaje, bailé, la pelota.
Oh, hiciste de todo. She did all the games. She danced, she modeled, she did the board game.
Pero no lo pude escoger porque ya lo
Bueno, pero hoy lo tienes. Mejor, más tiempo, solo para ti. She said she couldn't dance or do anything with the games with Fred because he was already taken. But I said now he is all yours. So they have a lot of time now to get to know each other. So you're doing good. Then enjoy the rest of your day. Yeah, disfruta el día, disfruta Medellín, es hermoso la ciudad. Disfruta a mostrárselo a él. Y bueno, she's going to show the city to him. So that is nice.
Yeah.
A greeting? Bye-bye.
Guys, we are back. You just saw Frederick and Robert. They had a good time on the social, as you saw, and on the city tour. Obviously, everybody's just meeting and just getting to know each other, but just always want to give you like the impression of the moment. And it is a lot of fun, really. I'm amazed. I'm reading through your messages here. You are really active today. You're asking a lot, and I'm trying to get back to all of you. I think we're going a little bit over time, as basically usual, because I have around 12 minutes of girls footage as well. But you have so many questions, and we have not even talked about communication, visa processes, etc. after that. So let me get a little bit into that. Let me get some of your questions as well. So let me see. Elia is saying, I'd rather work remotely and live there and then to bring someone back home, then try to bring some back home. But that's my opinion. Yes, of course. If you can spend some time here in the country, if you can come back regularly, or even if you can stay, that is a big plus, right? It is good. And lots of you have the possibility. Some of you are business owners, some are not. Some can manage their time. Some have a lot of holidays. And if you can also work remotely, obviously this is a big plus, because the more time you can spend, the more time you can stay, the better. But if you don't have that option, don't worry. Technology nowadays is amazing. I mean, just see us here, and I'm connected with you via Zoom, and it is working really great. We do a lot of the Zoom calls as well in our Elite Club program. And so technology obviously helps today. WhatsApp, Viber, Telegram, there are so many opportunities right now to communicate. So even if you cannot travel every month, right? Don't worry, it's possible. But what is important? Okay, let me give you a tip. So you went on this tour, you met this girl, you had that connection. How you maintain it, how you keep her, how you do that, right? So basically, what I always say, a constant communication is key. If you are not communicating constantly, and I'm saying really daily, and even multiple times daily, it is really very important. And why you? Why not the woman, or the woman, or that woman? Because the women are used that the man is the one taking the first step. So if you're not initiating the conversation, if you're not initiating, if you're not asking, if you're not doing, she is very passive, not because she's not interested. It's just how the traditional woman mindset work. That is why a lot of you guys come. That's why you would like to come to Colombia, find a traditional woman. And so you have to get to know that traditional woman mindset as well, because you are obviously used to more maybe independent women who are not used to that, a different culture. My culture is very different. In your Western culture, it might be very different too. But here, the women are waiting that the man is the man, the one who's taking the charge, who is responsible for a lot of things, and communication is one of those. So try to be as open and as communicative as you can, especially when it comes to a new person, right? It takes time to get to know that new person. It doesn't happen from one day to the other. You go on a date, you might go on a second date, you might even go on a third date, maybe even on a fourth or fifth date, that's possible. But still, it's just the fourth or fifth meeting. So obviously when you go home, you have to catch up, you have to get to know that person. And the language obviously might be an issue, but technology is amazing. Google and Google Translate, you right now can integrate into WhatsApp. And so while you are typing, Google Translate automatically already translates, even that you're going, you have to copy and paste a little bit but in the same app. You don't have to go out and back, and it's really easy right now. Also speaking with the app when you are on a date or whatever, you can speak to the app. It translates it to the language you need, and then she can speak back, the woman, for example. So technology permits us nowadays really to move forward really easy. And so don't make an excuse that you don't speak the language. If you don't speak it, of course, you have to put a little bit effort in. If she doesn't speak it, she has to put a little bit of effort in. But believe me, I've seen it. It works. People make it, right? But obviously, both have to be motivated. Both have to put the effort. And the man has to be the one initiating it. You have to ask questions. You have to talk about yourself. You have to be communicative. And I know that's sometimes difficult for you guys because it's more the women who talk, right? If you see, I don't know what the statistics are, how many words a woman speaks a day and how many words a man speaks a day, it's a huge difference. And the woman will speak to you, but you have to initiate, right? You have to be communicative first. So if you go home and you met a great girl and you don't write her in a week, she will not feel important. She will not feel that the attention is with her. And for a Colombian woman or Latin woman, attention is key. For every woman, attention is key. But a Latin woman needs a lot of attention, and just give her that, right? In the communication, especially if it's long distance, it's really important that you do that, because if you don't do it, you don't get there. And I think in one of the last shows, like, I don't have the time for that. I don't want that. She has to understand that. If you don't have the time for that, then that might be not the right culture. If it's not the time for you to invest your time in the relationship, and you just want to invest your time in your work like you always did, then this might be not the right fit for you, right? So you have to, obviously, when you come to have that mindset that this is important, my wife, my woman, my girlfriend should be the most important thing, right? Of course, you have your hobbies and you have your life and you have your work and you have your friends. And that is obviously will not go away. That is important, and she will understand. But give her the feeling that she is important. Give her the feeling that she's the first thing you think about when you wake up in the morning. Let her know that, honey, you were the first thing I'm thinking about. How are you this morning? How is the day going? How are you? And really ask that, right? Really get there and really communicate, and don't let this. I had a client, I don't know which tour it was in January. He went on a date in Barranquilla. He was in Cartagena. He went on a date in Barranquilla. He came back, and a couple of days later, I asked him how the date went. And he said it went great. I said, and did you write her? No. Not yet. Should I? I said, yes, of course you should. You should write her. Thank you for your time. It was a great day. I enjoyed that. How are you doing? How's it going? Because if you go on a date and for 5 days you don't reach out to her, of course she would think you didn't like the date. And that is not a normal thing. But it seems that sometimes I have to tell you that more, and I'm going to do that more. And I do that in every tour and every client I talk to, and I give a lot of tips. But communication is key. And especially long distance, if you're not communicating, I'm talking about the language. I'm talking about the frequency of the communication. It will be very difficult to maintain a long distance relationship, because most of you have to maintain a long distance relationship. When we talk about American clients, especially when we talk about visas. So let's get into the visa for a second before I get to some more questions of you, and we have some more testimonials. So we have different visa options, right? So for getting married in the United States, I'm talking about the United States. If you are right now from UK, from Germany, from Belgium, it's different and it's easier, right? So there are, in Germany, I think there's a type of visa to get married as well, but it's not like that you have to apply a lot of months before. So please check back also with each of your countries, what is how to get married and how to get a person to your country. But I'm talking a little bit right now about the US, because lots of our clients are from the US. And so the US is a little bit difficult. You are very strict sometimes with your visa things. And so sometimes you have a certain process. So once you met somebody, you're going to make a decision at some point if that is the girl you're going to spend your life with or not, right? Sometimes it's rather sooner than later. I'm usually a fan of being a little bit later, but I know that the process takes time. So if you want to get engaged or if you want to start the visa process, that's possible. You do not have to be engaged to start the K1 visa process, right? there are like two or three different visas. One is a tourist visa, right? Which is nothing really, which helps you to get married. But obviously, if she has a tourist visa, it does help that she can visit you in the United States as well, and you don't have to come all the time. But if she doesn't have a tourist visa, you can, for example, meet in Mexico, you can meet in Costa Rica, you can meet in Panama, you can meet Costa Rica. Colombians do need a visa, but Panama, Mexico, different Central American countries, the Dominican Republic, different Caribbean islands, depends where you go, they don't need a visa. So you can meet there while, right? And sometimes for the K1 visa, it's good to take some photos together, to do some trips together to show that it is real. Obviously, as you come through a marriage dating international agency, we are an IMBRA certificate. We work under the IMBRA law. So every time a woman goes on a date with you, she signs your IMBRA background form, and that paper you have to show to the embassy, which shows you met through an official matchmaker, right? And that gives you a lot of credibility. And if you're going to do the visa process with us, we never have a visa declined, right? If you obviously have but usually it's very easy. It takes time, but it's easy to get the visa. You pay a little bit of money, but it's not a difficult thing. It takes time, right? But you do that. And so how long does it take right now? It's a little bit not that great right now because pandemic didn't help, right? So pandemic and especially the like the last couple of years also made it a little bit more difficult. Before it took like 8 months to get a visa, a fiancé visa. Right now it's around 15, 14 months, right? So it's not that quick. So that's why I'm saying it's better to also get the process started soon because you know that it's going to take a little bit before she gets there. But I have a lot of clients who made it and who make it and who do it. And of course, it requires a little bit of coming back and forth, right? It's not that you just go on a tour and then you never come back, right? So you meet somebody on the tour and say, okay, in 1.5 years, we're going to get married in the United States or whatever, or in 1 year. No, you have to obviously go back to Colombia, or as I said, you can meet in Mexico. But if you do that every 3 or 4 months, that's usually enough, right? Of course, you keep in touch, you do the video calls, you do the long distance relationship. But the woman, if they know that this will be the date, this will be the date, this will be the date, they will be fine because they know it is what it is. They know the process takes time and we talk about that and they know that. And so don't worry. It's just obviously it is a little bit of patience and it does take a little bit of time, but it is definitely possible. And once you apply for it, it's just a matter of waiting. So that's why I'm saying rather sooner than later, but not too soon either, because it's not like you meet just one day and then, you know, you went on a tour, you met a girl, you like her. Don't do the visa right away. Right? Don't do the visa process right away, even if it takes a year, but don't do it right away. At least come back at least 1 more time and spend 1 week, 10 days completely with her before you're taking this important decision of your life. How often can you do a visa? I think as an American, you can do 2 times a fiancé visa. After the second time you brought somebody into the United States, if she doesn't go to the United States, like for example, you start the visa process and it doesn't work out for some reason, she doesn't even go there, it doesn't count. But if she goes there, starts the 3 months and you don't get married, I think it counts. So you can do that twice. And then after the third time, oh no, I think I give you wrong. I'm sorry, I'm not a lawyer, right? So we have our lawyer working with you. I think even if you don't get married to her, it doesn't matter. If you got married to her, and then you get divorced, for example, at some point when you did that twice, then you cannot do it a third time. If she came just and you didn't marry, then it doesn't count. She goes back and that's it. Yeah, it's like that. Sorry, didn't want to confuse anybody here. So if she goes back in the 3 months and you don't get married, it's okay. If you get married and then it doesn't work out, it counts like 1. Okay, so you can do that twice. If you have that done already twice, some of you guys might have done it already, then there's another alternative, which is the spousal visa. The spousal visa is that you get married in Colombia first. So you marry here, and then you apply for the visa. But usually the normal thing is the K1 fiancé visa. Yeah. So it does take a little bit of time. You do have to have some patience. But as I said, some girls have a tourist visa. You can meet in between. And the visa process itself is not that complicated. So if you work with our lawyer, there will be no problem with that. Okay. So let me get in some of your questions here. Is it easy to bring a girl from Colombia to the US visit on a visa? Yes, if she has a tourist visa, it's easy. And on the, as I said, the fiance visa, it takes a time, but it's easy and you get it. Yeah. Let me see. You have asked some more about the visa. Now you're asking a little bit more about the profile. You asked, there were some more questions with the visa here. What steps are taken to keep men safe from druggings, robberies, etc.? This is a general question. Generally speaking, McKissick, Colombia is quite safe. If you don't want to get drugged, try to take care of your drink. Like if you go in a bar, if you go in a discotheque, like usually you tell that the woman, but here we tell that the men, don't leave your drink without, look always at your drink, don't leave it without at your side. Robberies is usually not very common, especially if you stay in our areas and if you take taxis and Ubers and all that. Usually, as we had one client one time in Medellin where he said goodbye to a girl and somebody took out the phone while the person went away. So put your phone in the front pocket, not on the back pocket. Put your money in the front pocket, not on the back pocket. And don't take obviously all your money or your credit cards with you at the same time. So that are some steps. Don't walk around in dark areas at night. Don't go drunk somewhere alone, right? Those things are common sense things, but usually all the cities where we are at, where our office is at and where you are staying in the hotels, it's really safe. Fortunately, I have never had any bigger troubles at all. Okay, McKissick, how long is the KM1 visa turnaround time? Yes. I'm processing one for a Filipino couple and it's taking forever. Yeah, it does take a bit. It does take a year, it does take 1 year and a couple of months, 2 months, 3 months, 15 months, 14 months. That's realistic. So it does take a little bit. But as I said, we have a couple of guys doing it and some of them are close getting it. So it's just matter of waiting and obviously doing the long distance a little bit and traveling for them back. But the women know that and they prepare for that. Okay, let me see what other questions you have. Is the initial cost to put our profile on the FA website and to communicate before going on a tour? Why in the tour will we have time for individual introduction with other ladies? So initial cost to put your profile on the FA website? No, you can sign up for free and put your profile on for free. Once you want to communicate and could talk to the woman via letter or via video call, yes, you have to pay. And when you get before on a tour, you get a $50 letter writing credit. So you can reach out maybe to 3 girls you like, for example, and you can talk to them a little bit prior. If you don't want that, this is no problem. You don't have to spend any other additional money. If you go on the tour, you're going to meet a lot of women. And yes, you're going to have time for other individual introductions. So, for example, you arrive Thursday, usually we already, if we can, we arrange a meeting for you. If you give us a hot list who would like to meet already, we try to arrange dates for Thursday evening, Friday, if we can. Then you go on the socials, and then obviously you have time Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, depends on how long you stay, for individual introductions. So you meet the girls you liked on the social and you meet the girls you liked on the website if you have a hot list, and then we ask them obviously if they want to meet you too. In which area I should travel for a woman who doesn't mind that I have small children? Sean, no problem. You have 2 twin boys with 4 years. No problem. The women are usually very open. The women are very family oriented. If you are open that she also maybe has 1 child, then it makes it a lot easier. If you have 2 children and you're looking for somebody without children, that might be sometimes not everybody might be open, but I had that too. Right now, I had an Elite Club client who had 2 children and he was in the beginning looking for somebody without children. Actually, he met somebody with 1 child afterwards. And so if you're open with somebody who has a child as well, you will be doing great. It doesn't matter on the area. The women love children, like they really like it. When looking at women's profiles, is there a way to filter the news? I feel I have seen a lot of the older profiles, so I'm not 100% sure if they're actually still active. So that's a good question. So the news profile, they start with the number 20. 20 something, right? 19 is like from last year, 20 is from this year. So 2019 are the newest profiles, 18. And then if you go 2019, 18, 17, 16, 14, 13, the ones with 13 which start with 13 are right maybe 8 years old. So definitely go for the ones if you want to look at the number 20. And usually the newest profiles come up first. If you go on the search, if you not go on the Colombian women and Latin women, there not the news come up. That is where I think the most guys put them on a hot list. I think that's the most requested ones come up first. But if you go on the search, and if you put Colombia in or Cartagena in or Barranquilla in, and you can select the city, then the news profiles come up. Okay? I hope you know where to do the search. If you go on loveme.com, there's a button called search engine, and there you can put it in. Jordan, I'm doing the tour in September, Jordan. That is great. I'm looking forward to meet you, Jordan. I will be there. What's the best time to fly out and arrival time? Okay, so I would recommend you arriving Thursday around midday, right? If you can maybe arrive a day earlier, that's great, so that you get settled on Wednesday evening or something. But if you can fly in Thursday around midday, that's great, because then you have time to get to the hotel, and then you get to know your surroundings. You can come to the office. We can have maybe even time to arrange your date for the Thursday evening. Thursday, your tour starts. So from Thursday, you can have dates, right? Your dates are included from Thursday. So if you arrive Wednesday evening, you already can maybe have dates already Thursday morning, if you provide us with a hot list of women you would like to date. If you come and if you didn't provide anything, then I cannot set up anything for you, right? So always make sure that you communicate with us, send us emails, afacolombia7@gmail.com, Michelle, everybody. So let everybody know, and then obviously we'll set everything up for you. Eric Lee, how are you tonight? Great that you're tuning in. I was missing you already. Flights from Cleveland to Medellin are starting 440 round trip American. They are currently posted into 2023. So flight, it's a little bit more expensive. I felt it was around $280, $300, but still it's $400 round trip, 440 round trip from Cleveland. Depends where you go. Depends where you're flying from. From Miami, we have direct flights. Lots of guys also fly over Houston to Bogota, for example. Houston-Bogota is a connection, Houston-Medellin, and also, I'm not sure Medellin, but Houston-Bogota definitely, and Medellin and Miami, obviously. Miami-Barranquilla, Miami-Cartagena, Miami-Medellin, Miami-Bogota. That is a big hub. From New York, you can fly too. So yeah, definitely look at those options. I already learned Spanish. Do I have to pay for a translator? Yo hablo español. That's just Eric. Eric, if you do speak Spanish, you don't need to pay for a translator extra. On the socials, if you go on a tour, you have translators provided, included in your tour package. You don't have to pay extra for the social evenings. But if you want to take somebody on a date and you would like to take a translator with you, you would pay additionally. But if you speak Spanish, you don't have to. And if you want to use just the phone, the app, Google Translate, that works. You don't have to take a translator. You don't have to spend an extra translation cost if you don't want to. You asked someone, why are there so few new Colombian profiles on the AFA updates? Charles is asking. Why not more 21 to 20 Colombianas? We have a lot of girls, Charles, every week. All offices have like 5-6 new profiles in Colombia every week. So let's say we have 20 new profiles weekly, 80 per month. That is not a few. Honestly, we try not to get so many 20 and 20-year-old girls. We have them, and obviously there are lots as well. And for the younger clients, that is great. But usually we try to find women 25 up, 27, 28, that age range, because we see that they are more oriented to the family, that they already want to get married. Maybe a 21-year girl want to get married, but lots of them want to date. So there are, but this is not the majority. The majority of our women are 27 up, I would say. Obviously, we have all ages, right? 40, 45, 50, 18, 25. But I said our majority is 25 to 38, usually. Sly, trying to grab that extra slot they got open. Yes, Sly, that would be great. It would be great seeing you. Try to grab it. That would be great. We have, I don't think it will be lasting very long. So yeah, take advantage of that. Frank is asking, can you do a visit tour at more than one city if you do the VIP tour? Yes. So definitely you have the access to the whole Colombian database. When you sign up for the VIP service, you start looking at you can start looking at all women all over Colombia. So if you see somebody from Cali, from Bogota, from Cartagena, from Medellin, from Barranquilla, from Santa Marta, from Manizales, Pereira, doesn't matter. You can go on the video call, you meet them all, right? And then you obviously meet the ones where you have the most connection with. And right now I had a VIP client who came last week, 2 weeks ago, sorry, 2 weeks ago, and he went to Medellin, Cartagena, Santa Marta, and Barranquilla, because he had different women in each city, and he did that. So yes, you can definitely do that, and you have that in the VIP. Okay, to a little bit stop, or not stop, but we're nearly at the end, but I don't want to finish before I'm not showing you the last our new girls on the website, because I know you're always asking to get to know more information about the girls, not only the profile information. So we prepared 3 interviews for you, and then I'll be back just for a second, and then I'm going to finish tonight because we're already 15 minutes and we're going half an hour over. But you were really active tonight. Thank you for sending all those questions, and thank you for really tuning in and taking advantage of that. And I really love that. And as I said, if you have any additional questions, and if I have questions I could not answer you, please don't hesitate to write me an email. It takes me sometimes 1 or 2 or 3 days to get back to you, but I'm getting back to you. And also, please, if not, call Phoenix. We have our Phoenix number here. So make sure if you have any questions, reach out to us. Kirk is always here in the chat as well, always writing. If you go on the website, we have the chat function working as well. So please make sure that you have your questions. I have right now a lot of inquiries, so that is great. I know that you guys are right now open and everybody wants to travel. So I'm really looking forward. And we're here. We have so many women waiting, and so many want to meet somebody. So really, we're waiting for you here. And so yeah, let's show you the 3 girls. They're brand new. One is Karen, 208256 is her ID. So how can you reach out to the girls? Go on Love Me, search for her ID, and then you can click on write her a letter, do a video call. And if you have a question, write me a message. How can I get to know this girl? And I help you, okay? That's what I do. I'm a matchmaker. So that is why I'm here. I help you to get in touch, okay? So we have Karen, 208256. We have Paola, 207499. And we have Marcela, 208127. Okay, that are the 3 IDs. They should be in the video. Kirk is going to put them in the chat box so that you're going to find her. If you don't know how to reach her, please let me know. I help you to get in touch. Okay, so let's go with Karen, Paola, and Marcela for you, and I'll be back in a couple of minutes.
Chicos, buenas noches, ¿cómo van? Estamos en la segunda noche de evento, hoy es sábado, aquí en la ciudad de Medellín. Estamos con Karen, una joven súper linda, su ID es 208256. Karen, ¿cómo estás esta noche?
Muy bien, ¿y tú?
Te veo muy hermosa, una vueltica para que esos chicos te puedan ver. ¡Wow! Una hermosa chica. ¿Cuántos años tienes, Karen?
22 años.
22, la edad súper divina. A ver, Karen, cuéntanos un poquito, ¿estudias, trabajas? ¿Qué sueños tienes a futuro?
Soy estudiante de Ingeniería Biomédica, estoy en el 8º semestre. Mis sueños a futuro es encontrar al hombre de mi vida y viajar por el mundo y tener una hermosa familia.
Ay, Dios mío, tener una hermosa familia, ya saben, una mujer que ya sabe, mejor dicho, lo que quiere, que está súper centrada, que quiere cumplir sus sueños. Karen, a ver, vamos a responder unas preguntitas por aquí, a ver, ¿qué va a hacer? ¿Lees la preguntita?
¿Te gusta leer? Sí, me gusta leer bastante y... Qué pena, me gusta leer bastante, es uno de mis hobbies y mi libro favorito es El retrato de Dorian Gray.
¡Wow! Una chica súper interesante. A ver, otra preguntita.
Vamos a ver. Ay, se las muestro. ¿Cuál es la cualidad que más te identifica? El amor, la sencillez, es como lo que me identifica completamente. Soy una mujer muy amorosa, sencilla, pero bueno, también tengo sueños y cositas grandes que me gustan.
Qué bonito, una chica súper amorosa, súper cariñosa y súper hermosa. Vamos con otra preguntita.
Listo, vamos a ver. Ah, perfecto. Dice, ¿cuáles son los valores que más te gustarían en un caballero? Principalmente el respeto. Es algo que a cualquier persona es algo indispensable. Segundo es la honestidad, porque para tener una relación es súper importante la honestidad. Y tercero, amor hacia mí, porque tiene que amarme y cuidarme.
Mejor dicho, ya entonces por lo que dices, vemos que eres una niña súper tierna, que te gusta que te dé mucho cariño, mucho amor. A ver, cuéntanos una cosita, ¿cuál sería esa cita que tú dirías perfecta?
Una cita perfecta puede ser ir a un restaurante bonito, escuchar acompañado con música suave, si hay piano, con piano, me encanta el piano, y una rica cena y pues acompañada de una gran persona a mi lado, básicamente eso.
Amor, amor y mucho amor. La última preguntita, ¿te gusta hacer deporte?
Me encanta, practico karate y yoga y hago ejercicio todos los días.
Mejor dicho, una chica deportista, amorosa, cariñosa, hermosa. Aquí está para ustedes. Ella es Karen, su ID es 208256. Karen, para despedirte, ¿qué les dirías y qué preguntita le dejarías para que te respondan con una carta?
Bueno, mi pregunta sería, ¿a dónde les gustaría que fuéramos de vacaciones?
¡Wow!
¿A dónde me llevarían de vacaciones?
¿Qué pregunta, chicos? Ya saben, tienen que enviarle una cartica respondiéndole su pregunta. Gracias, Karen, por concedernos esta entrevista, que te diviertas y pasemos una linda noche.
Muchas gracias, María, que estés bien.
Les quiero presentar a nuestra bella afiliada Paola. Paola tiene su ID número 207499. Paola, ¿cómo estás?
Muy bien.
Estás muy sexy hoy.
Ay, gracias.
Como toda buena mujer paisa.
Obvio, las paisas ante todo.
Qué chévere, Pau. ¿Qué tal el evento? ¿Qué tal la noche? ¿Qué tal todo?
Excelente. Muy, muy grato el evento. Me encantó. Las traductoras muy queridas, los caballeros muy amables, todo el personal que les ayuda a ustedes muy gentil, muy bueno, o sea, excelente todo.
Bueno, se te puede ver en tu sonrisa, tienes una bella sonrisa.
Gracias.
Paola, cuéntanos, ¿cuántos años tienes?
44.
¿Y tienes hijos? ¿De qué edad?
Tengo una hija que tiene 24 años, ya está casada, entonces prácticamente ya soy solita.
Para buscar a tu amor.
Sí, ya tengo todo el tiempo, que es importante.
Porque al amor hay que dedicarle tiempo. A veces estamos tan ocupados que ni siquiera nos damos cuenta y la vida se nos va pasando.
Correcto, así es, totalmente de acuerdo.
Paula, ¿y cuáles son esas cualidades quizás más importantes que te gustaría encontrar en tu caballero?
La honestidad, la lealtad, un hombre divertido, me encanta que me haga reír, detallista, atractivo. Y no solamente físicamente, o sea, atractivo en todos los sentidos.
Sí, porque hay atracciones que no son físicas.
No, es que hay atracciones que no son físicas y muchas veces uno puede hacer clic incluso hasta con un hombre que no... Exactamente.
Nos ha pasado, nos ha pasado.
Sí, sí.
Paola, y cuéntame un poquito, si pudieses elegir un lugar perfecto para una cita ideal, ¿cuál sería?
En el mar.
¿Algún destino en especial?
No, pero que tenga el mar, me encanta el mar. El anochecer en el mar me fascina.
Bueno, que vengan acá y se llevan a Paula a la bella Cartagena.
Sí, o San Andrés, o sí, que tenga playa, me encanta el mar, me fascina. Sí.
Vale, vamos a ver qué preguntas nos tienes por ahí el destino. Vamos a elegir una preguntita. Vamos a ver qué dice.
Vaya.
A ver. ¿Te gustan los animales?
Amo, ay, los amo.
¿Cuál es tu animal preferido y por qué?
Tengo 4 perros de razas grandes. Tengo una pitbull, tengo un bull y tengo otra criollita. Entonces los amo, los adoro. Y para mí una persona que ama los animales demuestra lo que son. Porque si una persona no quiere los animales...
Sí, ¿verdad?
Sí.
Ahí sí lo comparto.
Tanto maltrato, tanto abandono. O sea, es injusto con seres que lo único que hacen con uno es darle amor.
Amor y bondad, eso sí es verdad, eso sí es verdad. Bueno, Paloma, a ver, otra preguntita, Paola, otra para cerrar la noche. Y que estos caballeros conozcan, si quieren ya saber un poquito más de Paola, ya saben que pueden contactarla a su ID 207499. ¿Qué 3 deseos le pedirías si viene un genio con la lámpara más?
El primer deseo, que mi hija sea eterna. Yo creo que lo que más ama uno como madre son sus hijos, entonces solamente uno de pensar que a uno le van a faltar, le quiebra a uno bastante el corazón y el ánimo. El segundo deseo, erradicar la violencia. O sea, estamos en un mundo demasiado complicado, demasiada violencia, demasiadas muertes, demasiadas cosas y sería triste, o sea, ojalá tuviéramos tanta paz. Y el segundo, el tercero, la salud. ¿Qué haríamos nosotros sin salud?
Nada.
Yo creo que sería salud.
Qué bonito tus deseos, de verdad los comparto, de verdad que sí. Bueno, Paula, dile a esos caballeros que estás aquí, que eres real, que eres una mujer paisa, bella, hermosa, real.
Paisa, bella, animada, carismática, querida.
Sí, en esta oportunidad quiero presentarles a Marcela. Marcela es nuestra afiliada 208127. Marcela,
Buenas noches.
no saben lo que me costó poder hacerle la entrevista a Marcela en este momento, así que vamos a aprovecharla. Marcela, cuéntanos un poquito acerca de ti. ¿Qué edad tienes?
38 años.
¿Y tienes hijos, Marcela?
Sí, tengo un hijo
¿De qué edad?
de 23 años.
¡Wow! ¿En serio?
Sí.
O sea, que tú sales con él y puede ser tu hermano.
Sí, casi.
Ah, bueno, qué nice, qué agradable debe ser eso, ¿no? Tener un hijo así grande, porque me imagino que debes compartir experiencias maravillosas.
Claro que sí.
Porque eres una mamá joven, bella, ¿y te cela?
No,
Fresco, tranquilo.
mucho.
¿Y quiere que consigas tu pareja ideal?
Sí,
Maravilloso. ¿Y qué profesión tienes?
abogada.
¿Qué tal la noche? ¿Qué te ha parecido el evento, la gente?
Me ha encantado, espectacular, la comida, los invitados muy interesantes.
¿Confías en el proceso que hacemos en Foreign Affairs?
Sí.
De verdad que sí. Bueno, aquí estamos. Marce, vamos a agarrar aquí una preguntita a ver qué nos quiere saber el destino acerca de ti. ¿Qué quiere el destino saber acerca de ti para que esos caballeros te conozcan?
¿Cómo crees que es una relación perfecta de pareja?
Pregunta, me encanta.
Sí. Bueno, para mí una relación perfecta es donde hay buena comunicación, hay lealtad y hay mucho respeto.
Son 3 valores sumamente importantes. Qué bueno, qué bueno. Meni, ¿y cómo sería esa cita ideal?
No, yo creo que más que cita ideal es tener química, poder encontrar a esa persona con la que se puede hablar, reírnos, viajar.
¿Te gusta bailar?
Sí.
¿Y eres buena profesora?
Sí.
También.
Sí.
Bueno, ya todo es sí. ¿Te vas para el extranjero?
Sí.
Vamos a ver qué otra pregunta tenemos por acá. Esta es la mujer súper positiva. Todo es sí. A ver.
¿Te gusta leer? Me encanta.
¿Qué tipo de literatura te gusta más?
De todo. De todo. Me encanta leer mucho de política. Me encanta la ciencia ficción.
¿Algún libro que te gustaría recomendarle a esos caballeros que te están viendo en este momento?
De pronto, sí, literatura colombiana, de un autor antioqueño, El olvido que seremos.
Wow. Ya saben qué tema poder tocar con Marce si le desean enviar una carta y saber un poquito más de ella. Puede ser a través de los libros, de pronto encontrar por ahí alguna frase que la pueda hacer sentir especial. Ya saben, chicos, 208127, Marcela, una bella, una gran e inteligente mujer colombiana que está aquí esperando conocer a una persona ideal para compartir su vida también. Marce, gracias por tu tiempo. Feliz noche. Gracias. Chao, chao.
We do those interviews for you because you always say, oh, it's just a photo and I don't know. And so we really ask those questions to give you a little bit better impression of the woman. I love the question with the magic lamp with Paola. You see that we have all age ranges. Paola looked amazing. And yeah, you see our women, they are real. They are here for meeting. They are intelligent. They are funny. And they have a lot of dreams, right? And they're looking for this great man. Usually they say what you heard. They look for a respectful man, for an honest man, for a man who commits to them, a man who's loving, a man who is taking care of them, right? That is usually the wish of a Colombian woman. It's usually nothing too much to ask, right? And as I said, a lot of them had bad experience here. A lot of them were really lucky to find somebody in the same country. That's why they're looking for a man from a different country. And that's why you may be looking for a girl from a different country, because you're looking for that traditional mindset woman, for the woman who still loves you, who wants to have a family, who wants to live with you, who wants to love you, wants to give you affection, and who's caring. And that they are. Colombian women love to take care of their men. They love to be like a woman, right? And so if you hesitate or if you have any questions, that's why we're here. That's why we do this webcast. I thank you for your time. Thank you for joining tonight. Thank you for all your questions. You were amazing. I can't see all the comments, but just by the questions you were asking, I didn't get to all the questions tonight. I tried to answer most of your questions, but if there was something not answered yet, please don't hesitate. Talk to us, write to me, talk to Kirk, write to Anna, write to Michelle, write to me. My email, as I said, is afacolombia7@gmail.com, but you can reach out to any of our channels. And yeah, we're looking forward to meet you here. I'm here helping you whatever you need. And if you have any questions, as I said, it's an amazing country. It's beautiful. It's safe. If you obviously take your normal precautions. But as I said, I live here for 9 years already, and I love it. The people are great. The women are fantastic. They are just waiting for the special guy. So yeah, I'm looking forward to meet you as well. I'll be back in 2 weeks on the next Latin show. As I said, we have 2 guys from our last August tour who started the podcast because they met. And so I'm looking forward to introduce you to Robert and Nasia next time. And guys, I wish you a great evening. It was a pleasure to have you tonight. And bye-bye. See you next time.
It's Friday evening. We are on our first social night in Medellin, and I'm here with Robert. Robert, how are you?
I'm well, thank you. It was a wonderful evening.
So you had a good time?
I had a great time. I really didn't know what to expect. This is my first social
It's your first time? Oh, nice.
First time. Wonderful. The ladies were very open, very accommodating. I mean, the evening just went fast. It went very, very quickly. But it was a wonderful time.
Great. And what can you tell about the women? Because the men never know. Are they serious? Are they professional? What do they do? Do they have jobs?
Well, I'd say the vast majority of them have jobs. There's a few students.
Students, okay.
Yeah, but they're here looking for a long-term, lasting relationship. And I think that was just tonight, just a wonderful experience.
And did you see a couple of girls you liked, or?
I found several that I liked. Yeah, so
okay.
we're going to set something up and next couple of days. So, I don't think anyone that comes here will have a shortage of getting dates.
Yeah, we had a lot of women tonight. Were they pretty? How do you see it? Were there too many? Was it right? What do you say?
Oh, there were. I think just the right amount. I mean, you really, got to go in there, talk to them. Find out about them, get their backgrounds, find out what they're looking for. So, overall, it was just wonderful.
And how was it with your translator? Did you get along?
Yeah, translator I got along with great. She did a really good job translating. No, nothing was missed or anything. Everything went great. It was wonderful.
What's the name of your translator?
Where is she? I forgot.
No problem. I will look it up. No problem.
I'll need to look it up.
No problem. Too many women, too many names, so that happens. No problem.
That's right.
And so, Robert, you're going to go to the city tour tomorrow?
I am. Yeah.
You have a date for tomorrow?
I do have a date. Yes.
Hey, good.
I'm ready to go.
Good.
I'm going to be all set.
And so, first time for you in Colombia?
Well, I went to Cartagena one time, but not on a social tour.
Just on your own?
Just on my own. But yeah, first time in Medellin, and from what I can tell, it's a wonderful city.
Yeah. How's everything? The hotel, the office?
Yeah, the hotel, it's fine. Everything's good. Yeah, it's wonderful. I like it. I'd come back again.
Ciao, Alejandra. Hasta luego.
Yeah.
One of the girls said goodbye, so we have to say goodbye.
Goodbye.
So, Robert, you enjoying yourself? First time on a social, so were you nervous or was it okay?
Well, starting out, I think I was a little nervous, but then I settled into it where it was, everything went very smooth.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
So you're feeling nice, you're feeling confident, you're having fun. Good.
Had a good night, yeah. It was
fun.
fun.
That's good. So tomorrow we have another one.
That's right. And different people.
Different people.
So it's going to be another wonderful time.
Yes.
Yeah, we'll have a good time.
Great. Okay, then it's just the beginning. We just started. But I think we have a good start. We had a good start.
I had a good start.
Good,
yeah. I'm
good.
happy.
That's good. So Robert is happy. I'm happy. Everybody's happy. Guys, we wish you a wonderful night.
Okay.
Bye-bye from Medellin.
Bye-bye. Good night.
So, I'm here with Fred and with Kimberly. How are you, Fred?
I'm very good today.
Kimberly, how are you?
I'm very good too.
Kimberly speaks English. Yay! That's great. Yes. They're good. Fred, so first time for you in Medellin?
Yes, first time.
First time on a social?
First time on a social.
First time ever?
Ever.
Okay, perfect. So first time in everything. And first time on a date with a Colombian woman?
Yes, first date. So we're starting off great.
Good.
I think I'm starting off great.
So you're having a good time already?
Yes, very much so.
Good. And how was the social yesterday?
It was interesting, so it's a long story, but it was
You
great.
said I was not prepared for that.
I wasn't. After all the videos, after all the conversations you had, I was not prepared for that.
And why? What was it what you were not prepared for?
Everyone
Energy.
was amazing. 100 gorgeous women and trying to make a decision, meeting them, and them interested in me. So
And so you got a lot of good feedback from them? Like they received you really well, or how were your experience?
I was received very well. Yes.
They liked you.
I think so.
Good. And how did you like, what can you say about the woman? Because you met Kimberly now, but you met some more. What are they looking for?
They're looking for a mate for life, marriage. They're looking for something serious, somebody intelligent to take care of them and them take care of you as well.
And do you think they're professional? What do they do? Have they jobs? Do they don't work? What are they doing?
Every woman worked. I think every person I met, they had different professions. The same thing as what I guess we expect in the U.S. They have the same roles over here.
Yeah.
Very professional.
Okay, so everybody works, has a job, kind of. Good. And what are you looking for?
Marriage. I'm looking for a soulmate, somebody I connect with, and I'm interested in Latin women.
And would you like to have children or not? Or?
It's a maybe. It has to be sooner rather than later.
Okay, perfect. And so with Kimberly, you just met her yesterday night, and now you're going on the city tour with her, and you're saying it's going great.
Yes, I think so. We have to ask Kimberly.
Yes, ask Kimberly. Kimberly, ¿cómo vamos? How's your date? ¿Cómo está tu cita?
Muy bien.
¿Ya?
Interesante.
Interesante, ¿sientes bien?
Sí, muy bien.
Qué bueno.
Me hace sentir muy bien.
Qué bueno. ¿Y cómo te fue en el social allí, en el evento?
Un poco agotador porque había mucha gente. Ayer había mucha gente.
Sí.
Pero
Muchas
muy bien.
mujeres,
Sí, demasiado, pero muy chévere.
Sí. Entonces, la comida bien, todo bien.
Todo rico.
Super. She said she had a good time. She was a little bit exhausting as well because a lot of people, a lot of women. We had a lot of extra tables yesterday. Yeah, Fred can still not believe it. I was not prepared for that. He came yesterday. I was really not prepared for that. But it is like that. It's a little bit crazy, the whole speed dating thing, right? It's un poco loco. It's a speed dating. Tú me entiendes, ¿cierto? She's understanding me. Yes. So it's a little bit crazy. Un poco loco, pero también es como divertido, ¿cierto? Sí. ¿Tú hiciste modelaje también o no?
Modelaje, bailé, la pelota.
Oh, hiciste de todo. She did all the games. She danced, she modeled, she did the board game.
Pero no lo pude escoger porque ya lo
Bueno, pero hoy lo tienes. Mejor, más tiempo, solo para ti. She said she couldn't dance or do anything with the games with Fred because he was already taken. But I said now he is all yours. So they have a lot of time now to get to know each other. So you're doing good. Then enjoy the rest of your day. Yeah, disfruta el día, disfruta Medellín, es hermoso la ciudad. Disfruta a mostrárselo a él. Y bueno, she's going to show the city to him. So that is nice.
Yeah.
A greeting? Bye-bye.
Bye.